Keefe Private Investigations is back again with yet another story that you do not want to miss. I'm Michaela, and today we will be discussing the role of the best civil rights private investigators from private detective agencies in catching insurrectionists, terrorists, and rioters during the January 6, 2022 storming and siege of America's Capitol. Don't forget that for top-notch private investigation services in Oklahoma, call Keefe at 405-435-8355. Before we go into details, remember to like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit the bell for subsequent updates. Many would remember the storming and siege of the Capitol that happened on the 6th of January, 2022, because of the domestic terrorism and insurrection that happened. The Capitol breach led to a compromise of the safety of the U.S. government, including its security and integrity. It is something that many, including civil rights private investigators, believed would have been avoided. Before we delve into the role of civil rights private investigators, it is best to understand why the storming and siege of Capitol happened. Many factors contributed to the terrorists and rioters succeeding. These include security failures because law enforcement agencies refused to act on the intelligence that was provided, which led to the Capitol not being adequately defended. Political polarization, rhetoric, and incitement, including online mobilization. The terrorists' and rioters' success of America's Capitol breach leaves people wondering how they were successful. Looking at the event of January 6, 2022, one can see that these insurrectionists carefully planned and coordinated their domestic terrorism. They also used the existing societal tension in their favor while also exploiting the lax security measures in place. Their infiltration of the Capitol helped in the disruption of the congressional proceedings and their ultimate success. After the storming and siege of America's Capitol, what became important in the minds of people was catching the terrorists, insurrectionists, and rioters. The best civil rights investigators from private investigation agencies were able to help and played a vital role in achieving this. The civil rights private investigators tracked the movements of these extremist groups and collected evidence. They also identified these insurrectionists while getting enough evidence for their prosecution. Depending on the charges and the defendant's prior criminal history, the insurrectionists, terrorists, and rioters had varying sentences. While some defendants were sentenced to probation or fines, many others received lengthy prison sentences. Certain people found guilty were been mandated to pay reparations for the harm they caused during the uprising, in addition to serving prison sentences. All these would not have been possible without the cooperation of civil rights private investigators and the U.S. Department of Justice. Civil rights private investigators from the best private investigation agencies have a crucial role to play in working with the law enforcement agencies for the administration of justice. They conduct private investigations like gathering evidence, uncovering entities, matching dates to locations, tracking movements, and providing expert witnesses and testimonies, among others. At Keefe Private Investigations, we see how important it is for the criminal justice system to take its time in carrying out thorough investigations and to ensure that justice is served well and criminal behavior is dealt with. For more insights or our services, visit us at privateinvestigatorokc.com or reach out at Michaela@ogpslegal.com. Like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories that you wouldn't want to miss. Until next time, please stay alert. And if you see a story you want us to feature, send us a message.